Sonic the Hedgehog 1, aka Sonic the Hedgehog, came out in 1991 to compete with Super Mario Bros. The franchise. It was the best game that came out in 1991 besides Super Mario World, and it still is the highest grossing Sonic game. But nowadays, people think this game suffers from first game syndrome and thinks it's mid and bare bones. So what I'm coming here to tell you that Sonic the Hedgehog 1, although it's mid, should deserve tons of respect. I'm gonna be looking at the story, the gameplay, the level design, and the music, and the physics. We're looking at everything, and we're gonna be looking at how much impact it did to this series. Let's get started. But make sure to subscribe and hit the bell, and do not miss any of my videos because I am uploading better and better content. So let's just get started. Sonic the Hedgehog is a blue spiky hedgehog who is also blue with red cool shoes with an attitude. He was running around in Green Hill Zone when he saw a motorbug, a badnik, try almost hurting his fellow friends, Felickies, aka the animals that Sonic's friends with. Sonic succeeds and saves them, but he also sees Dr. Eggman, the villain of the story, flying away with capsules with animals in them. Sonic is now ready to set off on an adventure and save his friends. It's bare bones, but you know what to do and you're excited for the adventure. But they don't really tell you how Sonic and Eggman meet. You have to read the manual, so I'm gonna have to give this like a 5 out of 10 for the story. For the levels, we start off in Green Hill Zone, which is an amazing start with beautiful music blasting in the background, and its space is made for speed. It's the best entry and the most reused levels in gaming history. It's one of my favorite levels here, but I can't really tell you guys that since you have to get on the later ones, so let's just skip on to the next ones. Also has the most hidden places and exploration in, which is also good. But Marble Zone kind of slows things down, but it does have amazing music and it has some alternate pathways, so I guess this is a good level, but it doesn't really, do anything for the speed and action packs that Green Hill Zone done. So this was not a good second zone. It did not carry any of the momentum here, and does not use speed for an award. And also, Spring Yard Zone is good, but it's kind of like Sonic CD, which is why I do not really like it. The music is not that good, and there's also a lot of waiting. It's a mix with waiting and going fast, and that's not why I just want to go fast. And Labyrinth Zone is obviously the worst zone in this game. It's slow and it gave people nightmares just by the it gave people nightmares, and it's so slow because it's underwater. But thankfully we pick things up a notch and we get the best zone, probably the second best zone in the game. Starlight Zone has amazing music and you're able to go fast, but this time, unlike Spring Yard Zone, the level is actually pushing you, unlike Spring Yard Zone, which just gives you speed, but you're not going forward enough, so that's not really good. But Scrapping Zone, it's not really that good. I mean, come on, they used Labyrinth Zone for the third act. Why would you want to bring Labyrinth Zone? I mean, yes, it's the worst level, but you could have at least bring Marble Zone back. Marble Zone wasn't as bad as Labyrinth Zone. Labyrinth Zone was slow, and it's even worse here. So, guess I have to give the levels a 4 out of 10. For the music, Sonic 1 and the classic games overall have this new Jack style song themes in them games, and I like it. These are one of my favorite level themes. music here matches the tone and the atmosphere, so this is why the music gets an 8 out of 10. For the bosses, I feel a bit mixed. For the first boss, yeah, it doesn't really do me. It's really easy to do. It's really easy to be. And then, but the music though, it tells you that Eggman is a bad villain, and it shows you how dangerous Eggman could be. So I guess this is a pass. The Marble Zone one was really easy. I used 2 jumpers and I was able to beat it in like 20 or 30 seconds. I wanted it to be a bit long, but it's a pass. I just want to get on to the next one. But Spring Yard Zone, I struggled on this one a bit since he's digging up the blocks and you could just fall off anywhere. But it's not bad. It's just sometimes get a bit annoying. But the next one is atrocious. Anyway, the Labyrinth Zone one was absolutely bad. Come on, you're doing a chase, which is a good thing. It's a good, plan, but the execution was bad because the water is chasing you, and if the water is catching up to you, you might drown, and that's not good, and it makes you go slower. And if it was like Marble Zone chasing Eggman, it would be okay because Marble Zone is slow, but it doesn't make you go slow. You can still go fast, but you can't in Labyrinth Zone. So no, get this out of here. Oh yeah, Starlight Zone. Starlight Zone was really fun to do. I liked it, but it wasn't good while replaying it. All good to just going on these whatever, trying to hit these bombs to Dr. Eggman. And I just wish we had loops to run around and try to hit him, because that would be one of my favorite ones. But since we can't do that, I guess my favorite one is the Green Hill Zone one, because yeah, it's slow, but at least I get to go for trying to hit him. I can get to the doors, and it makes it look epic and cool. So I don't really like this one while replaying it, but the first time I played it, it was fun. It was fun with the music at the back. It kind of ruined it. I wish we had the Starlight theme, because that would make it better. Okay, I'm kind of mixed with the final boss, because while it's slow and I don't really enjoy waiting around for him to hit, the music here absolutely slaps. I love the sinister theme. It fits so well with this level, and that's the reason why I love some of these themes in Sonic the Hedgehog 1. When talking about physics, we need to make sure these things are correct. Sonic's jump is not floaty like in other games. Sonic's spin dash is not overpowered, and he has the correct momentum. For his jump, it's not floaty, and it's correct, and it's going to be like that for the other games. But Sonic does not have the spin dash. That was introduced in Sonic the Hedgehog 2. But Sonic does have the right and correct momentum. I also like the level design. The level design is built around speed, and you get speed from a reward. And that's probably a good thing. And that's my favorite part of the game. The level design for this game is basically easy. You get speed for a reward, but there's also obstacles that are trying to stop you in your way. The only zones that do this are Green Hill Zone and Starlight Zone, which is not a good thing. That means the level design is really inconsistent. It's basically all the slow zones are the ones that ruin the level design. If it was just Green Hill Zone and Starlight Zone, it would be probably the best game. Well, not the best game, but probably a good game overall. It would probably be on the same level as Sonic 2 or Sonic CD. This game was interesting to analyze. Since this is the first game, other games are going to improve the formula of this game. But for this game, the formula did not really do that good. So I'm going to give it a 5.6 out of 10. Although there was times that were frustrating, there were times that you could see the potential of this game. Like the level themes, the zone, the physics. So almost everything. Thank you guys for reaching the end of this video. And make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you guys don't miss any of my future videos. See you guys later.